Hi, my friends. Welcome to the Swinny Switch Effect. I'm Corey, and today we're going to have a little stitch with me as I ramble. This is Gunther. He likes to sit right there in my lap while I stitch and chat, whatever. He really enjoys that. Well, it has been a while since we've talked, hasn't it? I was able to do the unboxing the other day, and excuse me while I get this better situation. I don't know. Anyway, so I was able to get that up, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that unboxing that I did for 7 Great, which is a great company if you're looking for cross stitch stuff. But I'm going to go over real quick. I have done a ton of starts. Nothing much to show for finish. But I'm going to do that in a separate video because there is so much. I'll be doing that kind of like if you want it, let me know. Kind of like a whip parade. Everybody's been doing it this time of year. They do it at the end of the year, beginning of the year. And I can do a whip parade and show you what's going on in all my stuff. And yeah, but right off, I'm going to show you a couple things that Daniel got me for Christmas. He got me this. It's a set of 6 ornaments. It's from Dimensions. And it's all, looks like it's just one big piece of fabric. It has the thread sorted. It has some gold thread in there as well. I don't think there's really much else to show that's in here. And it's just, the ornaments are about, oh, they're pretty big for ornament, I think. But I think they're around 5 inches each. But it's just a little Christmas village. And I don't know if I'm going to finish them this way or a frame finish. I'm not sure. But anyway, I was so excited to get that. He also gave me, I don't even know if I can find them, but some of those floss drops that you get on Amazon, I will insert a picture here, right here, of those. He got me two kits of that. And so that was really exciting that he cared enough about my stitching to do that. And one of the other fun things I got, I've got animals every which way I turn. Persephone's, I just wanted to set that on the bed beside her and she's attacking it. Okay, so I got another Christmas surprise. And this came from my friend Ava and Christina. Ava is over at Stitching in the Interlake, and Christina is one of our viewers from both our channels who has been so wonderful to both of us. And so I ended up with a bag of goodies from those two. Ava sent some stuff, and Christina just added some stuff to it. And I think this is from Christina. It's a lighthouse. I'm not going to do an unboxing of it or anything like that, but I love lighthouses, guys, if you know anything about me. And this little tool right here is so wonderful, you guys. If you haven't tried it yet, you need to get it. It's called Snag Nabbit. Snag Nabbit. And if you have anything, when you're stitching, you have a little something that's poking up that you just can't get it to go underneath, this will do it. And I thought, because it is kind of a rough top, I thought, well, will it ruin your stuff? But so far, it's never done that to me. So, that's a really neat little tool if you've never had one. Oops. It's made by Dritz. And you get it in the shop. I'm going to put that over here so I can use it. So, anyway, so there's that. This is called the Blue Lighthouse. It's a 14 count. And it's 22 centimeters by 29 centimeters. And this is a whole big piece of 14 count Aida. And it's big. It's about a yard by a yard square, as near as I can tell. And there's this Quaker, well, I call it Quaker, but it's a sampler. It's called Totem, and it's 11 count, and it's 54 by 69. And this is so pretty. I love it. It's that will be a fun one to do. And this is a stamped cross stitch as well. So, and this one right here, this one is beautiful, you guys. Stitching with Laura has this one. Ava just did a giveaway of this one as well. Bless her heart. She shared. She got one of these for Christina as well, and she gave one as a giveaway on her channel, and it's just really beautiful. It's the 12 Days of Christmas, and this one's a big one too. This is 14 count, and it's 68 centimeters by 82 centimeters, and it's big. It's fat in that package, and there's goodies haven't ended. She gave me a Christmas house, and like the ones that I like to do. So she sent me another one, and this is this house, the one that this house is going to be. And it's the same color scheme and everything as my other ones. And I got a card that went with it from Christina. It's a cute card. Here, I'll show it to you. It's very sweet. Very sweet. Joy to the world. And there's a bunch of patterns, Stony Creek patterns. These are called petite samplers, and they have a lot of precious sayings on it. And this one isn't that gorgeous? I love that little drummer boy. Has a nutcracker. These are Stony Creek patterns. I love Stony Creek. And a cross stitch magazine. So I was just so excited about that. And now that I've showed you guys, because I wanted to show you guys, now I can dig into all that stuff and start using it and start working it and getting all excited about that. So I just want to shout out to Ava and Christina. What a wonderful gift to get from you guys. Now I'm going to show you. Okay, this right here, my I am so sorry I bumped you guys. My unboxing that I did last week or this week, I don't know. You guys, I've been so sick. I don't know which way's up. And I need to apologize that I just kind of ghosted everybody between being sick, Christmas being busy. My son was here. That's why I just ghosted you guys. I figured you would assume that I was just out for the holidays, and I want to thank you guys that reached out to me. Quite a few of you reached out to me. That was so wonderful. It warmed my heart. It has given me the motivation to come back and get with it again. I just hope I can. I don't, it's rough because when I don't feel good, I don't feel good. I can't do anything. And then when I'm feeling better, there's other things that need to be taken care of. And so it's just been, there were some days where I couldn't even stitch. And I don't know what's going on. Like right now I'm okay. I thought I better do this right now because right now I'm okay. But in an hour from now, I don't know how I'll be. So anyway, one of the things I did in the unboxing was I unboxed this Christmas shop. And this Christmas shop, I had also had a Christmas shop like it, but it was a counted cross stitch. And so I was curious to know, they're both 11 count. So I was curious to know if it was exactly the same pattern. And so I'm going to see. I'm just going to see. I got, this is the pattern from the counted cross stitch. And here's the pattern from the stamped cross stitch. And they are not exactly the same. So I think that means I didn't get exactly the same village. I didn't. I get the same house, the same shop. I think that's what it is I didn't get the same one. So now I hope I can remember what went with which. Let's check out the colors. The colors are different. Right off the bat, 152 and 159. So the way, now that I'm like, oh no, which one goes to which kit, they have it up here at the top. So this one is the one that's for my stamped cross stitch, and this is the one that goes to my counted cross stitch. So they're not the same, but if you pull out the colors, we can see the colors through. The colors aren't exactly the same. There's the counted cross stitch, and this is a stamped cross stitch. So the colors are, it's the same palette, the colors are a bit different. So, I don't know, maybe. So that means I've got 3 of this collection. I'm excited. I'm excited to stitch on these. So, anyway. Let's put that back in here. And this is what I'm going to stitch on today. So, you guys, welcome to the Swinny Switch Effect. I'm Corey, and I just do a lot of jibber jabbing with my stamped cross stitches. I come from a little old town in Texas called Swinny Switch. It's not even on some maps. So, I hope the wrinkling isn't too much. I've got to come up with... It's been so long since I've done this, guys. It feels like forever. I've got to work on what area I want to stitch. I'll save the back for last because I may not want to stitch the back. But, here we go. I wonder what that green color is. 762. looking for a color that's easy for me to see while I'm stitching, that has a, either has a certain area. It's not a lot of starting and stopping. And now I'm looking for the opening of this bag of thread. Oh my gosh. I'm going to admit it, I'm kind of bummed I didn't get the exact same one because I wanted to do an exact comparison, but I think they are exactly the same. And I'm just shaking it to let it off. I will probably put these on my floss drops to work on it because this floppiness around me doesn't work with all these animals. It just doesn't work. I have little hooks over here that I hang my stuff up on, and this is my kit right here. This is my thread drops for Christmas delivery van. The dogs in the back of the labs back in the back of the old time truck. They've got those hanging right there because I was working on that one last night. Okay. That green color is color number 17 over here. So that's a pink color. See? And so this is how usually I start in a corner, usually one of the top corners left or right, and just work from there. This one, I'm basically doing it because I just want a color that has a swatch that I don't have to think about while I talk with you guys. So that color was number 17. I'll go to the toolkit in here. And I'll get out a needle, and I have been using the needles from the kits. These gold tipped ones, I find sometimes I don't know, I guess the way I do it, I'm really rough on them, but I'll make the threaded part, I'll make it just break off after I've stitched on it a while. It just breaks right off on me, and I guess it's because of the way I tug it. Whenever I'm finished with my stitch, I do a little tug, and so those gold eye needles tend to break on me. Okay, so I'm doing, the kit recommends that you use 3 strands, but because I like to do the loop start so much, I go ahead and do 2 strands. I don't care. I figure by the time these are finished and the background's washed away, I don't think it matters that much. And I have finished one that I was happy with it. Although this thread looks awful thin. But just in the interest of doing that loop start, this is, I have it on my needle threader. This right here, let's see if that helps. I don't know if you can see it. It's a ball tip needle. I love them. I really love them. And I use those in my counted cross stitching. And I used it last night on my 14 count kit. I don't know how it would do on 11, that needle would do on 11 count. I think my cats think it's summer because we had such warm weather, and so they are shedding so bad. It's a bit nuts here. We had almost 90-degree weather one day, and then it got cold again, and I don't even know what it seems to be cool today. I don't know what it is. Okay, get this started. So, I go, you can, if the stiffness bothers you, you can just rough it up a bit, squeeze it, roll it, crunch it, all that stuff. But honestly, I think the stiffness makes my stitches look nicer. But sometimes I just can't stand it that stiff. So, how are you guys doing? Did y'all have a nice winter holiday break? It just, my, I got sick. Like I have, this is hard. I don't want to be jabbering on about my illnesses, but I have this thing where I just don't feel good. Like, the doctors don't know what it is. They can't figure it out. Other than the fact that I do have 3 autoimmune diseases, I just, it's hard for me to have a good day where I really feel good to begin with. And so I started feeling poorly between Christmas and New Year's. It was like, I think it was Thursday. And so it was towards the end of Thursday night. And I was getting really dizzy and feeling really bad. And so then it was the Friday before New Year's, and I didn't see the point in going to a doctor, honestly. I figured if I've been through this before, it took months and months of testing to find out why I was dizzy, and it was just, what was the point? And I knew that the ERs were backed up. There were hours and hours of waits in the ER rooms. And I just assumed my doctor's office wasn't opened. And I don't know. I don't know if it was or not. I don't know if I could have got in. That's the other issue is, you can't call doctors anymore and just go in that day. It just seems like it just doesn't happen. So anyway, I waited till after everything was over. Daniel left on the Monday or the Tuesday after the New Year. And that's when I called, and I was able to get in the next day. Well, come to find out I had strep. So here I am thinking I'm just my normal sick. And I had strep. So I don't know that it would have been any different. But I think I started feeling better from that. We got the antibiotics. The antibiotic prescriptions were messed up, as, nothing can go smooth, right? And so it took another day to be able to get the antibiotics going, and it took a while for them to work, and then they worked, and I honestly think I'm having a problem with the antibiotic. Like, that's making me not feel good, because I was feeling better, and then I wasn't. So, I had a couple days here where all I did was sleep, and maybe that's just my body's healing, I hope. I only have one more day left of the antibiotic, so if it's the antibiotic making me sick, maybe I can get better. If it's not, maybe the antibiotic's not working anymore, I'm going to have to do something else. I don't know. But that is the explanation of why I was gone so long. And I really do want to do the WIP parade. I've been getting excited about it and everything. The biggest problem now is I had to feel good enough to organize it all. And I don't know when that's going to happen. I just don't know. Yesterday I did feel better, but when I got up and started moving around and doing things, I got worn out real quick, and I'm learning that that's a cue to stop, because it goes from bad to really bad. So there was a certain exhaustion that I got with COVID when I had COVID, and now that exhaustion accompanies me every time I get sick. It's like, I don't know if that's part of the lingering COVID or what. I don't know. But it was just a certain kind of exhaustion feeling that was new to me. And now it seems like every time I get sick, I have that. So that's what's been going on with me. My sister's recovered from her surgery, but she isn't any better either. She has some good days and bad days, just like me. And when we both have our bad days, nothing happens around here. Absolutely nothing. So, I don't know. I'm glad I have the stitching to keep me. It is something to do that requires little effort. And it can occupy me and it gets me through. So I'm so happy I have that. There's one thing I did do that major is I joined that Heaven and Earth Design Sal. Somebody figured out that I'm doing the astrological cat. I think that's what it's called. See that? I don't like that stitch. I'm going to back up and see if I can fix it. It has a loose thread on it. And I got one little part of the tail stuck. I got one of it here. Okay, it's not coming out. So anyway, I took the plunge. I joined the Sal. You had to pay $9 for the chart. They gave you 10 charts to choose from. And I chose the astrological cat. If you finish 4 pages of the Sal by the end of the year, you will get, they will give you all 10 of them. These charts were made special for the Sal. They're not the typical, they're parts of, now I can't even see the stitch I was messed up on. Okay, there were parts, they're all parts of charts that they already have. And they're shortened version so that they're all about the same. I think that's a stitch that was messed up. And so that's my hanging thread. And see, this is where you can use the Snag Dabbit. Right there. That thread needs to go underneath. And it might be easy for me to do it like this. See if I got it. Nope, it's still there. Try one more time. I think I got it. But that's where the snag nabbit would have come in handy. I could have taken that snag nabbit and it pulled it under. Oh my goodness, I bumped the thing. And I think I'm totally gonna have to end that thread. That's right, because I cut it. That's what I did. So I'll take this. And thread it into my that what it is gonna just have to get stitched over because it's too short for me to do that. So I'll stitch that one and hold it under when I do my next stitches to keep that. Anyway, back to the Haid. If you finish the whole, every 4 months I'm going to release another 4 pages, I believe it is. And if you do all of them, then you will get to be able to pick 2 charts from their website. And so, honestly, I don't need those 10 charts. I had a hard time deciding between the cat and the fox. But then I started, the more I looked at that dragon, there's a colorful dragon that I love the colors on it. That looks like it would be so fun to stitch. I thought that looked fun. But to me, it's just a challenge to see if I can do it. And so I joined it, and so far, somebody has figured out that it takes 166 stitches to, oh, you're going to have to wait a little bit, Pray. You have to do 160 stitches a day in order to finish for the year. And so, hopefully, so far I've been able to do, there's one day where I only got like 70 in, but I usually, that's my minimum target, but my real target daily is 200 stitches a day. So that leaves leeway for if there is a day or two where I can't stitch on it. I've also started another full coverage piece for my son Daniel. He loves it. He's so excited about it. He told me he'd buy anything I needed for it after I already started it. So he might could help me out with some threads and stuff. But anyway, that one is the same deal. If I were to get it for his birthday's in December, you know, if I could get that ready for his birthday, I'd be so happy. And it's the same, I figured it out, the exact same number of stitches are required for that one. So that, a day. So that means every day I have to work on those 2 charts. And that's a lot of stitching for me. I'm a slow stitcher. Athena, please wait. Hold on. We're just about done. And so something's going to have to give, because that leaves no stitching for any of my other stuff, which I want to do. So my priority with those 2 is going to be Daniel's gift. The Heaven and Earth. I'm hoping maybe once I get more into it. I so far haven't let that go. I'm on target still. But if one of them has to go, it's going to be that one. It's breaking my heart. And I'm learning a lot while I'm doing it. I'm learning about the way I like to stitch, the way I'm able to stitch. I like to do cross country, like I like to finish my thread, but I'm finding I make more mistakes that way. And so I started yesterday doing block by block, no matter what. I just starting in my thread right there. I tried doing the parking method, and I got lost in that. And I had to mess with all the other hanging part threads, and I didn't like that. That was a mess. I don't know how anybody can do that. And so I'm learning as I go, and hopefully I'll get quicker so it won't take me so long to do those 400 stitches a day. But honestly, that's a lot. So anyway, I've used up the time and then some, and I know this wasn't a very exciting stitch with me, but hopefully I can get it together to get that web parade. If you want it. Some of you may not want it. But yeah, so I think I'll wrap it up for now. I'll keep continuing stitching on this for a little bit and let the dogs out and get on with my day. And I want y'all to all take care. Thank you for sticking with me and for your love and prayers. And I'm sending those out for you too. So take care so I can see you again in the next one.